Hey guys, hello and welcome to the Last Minute Laura show. It's the afternoon crochet along. Let's go. Hi everybody, welcome back for another afternoon with me, Laura from Last Minute Laura channel. For those of you that don't know, usually I'm a little bit higher energy. I'm just a little bit on edge because my little puppy had a bit of a thing happen and we're working through that. I'm feeling much better. I am not feeling anxious right now because we have information from another vet, a vet that I trust, so I feel pretty good about it. I was gonna pick you guys flowers, but instead I picked them and put them in my earrings and in my hair because I thought maybe you'd like it. So this is for you. I hope you like it. I'm also noticing that it's really, really bright, and I'm wondering if I can make it, is it better when they're up or down? I feel like it's not really hugely different. It's very bright out today. Maybe. Oh, we'll see. Sorry, it's just bright, so that's why it's bright. But hello. Oh, this is already not working. Stay in there. So, good afternoon. Hi, Rachel. I see that you're here. My mom dropped off your package this morning. She dropped off a whole bunch of treats, actually. She brought treats for the... Where did I put my tea? Oh, I didn't bring it. I'll be right back. I brought Alex his tea, but I forgot my tea. Love the flowers in your hair and earrings, Laura. Thank you, Nancy. It makes me feel like a little whimsical. I feel like maybe if I move over this way, it'll like calm down the over brightness. So hello Dina, hello Nancy, hi Rachel, hi Katina. Nice to have you this afternoon. I hope you'll take a second to click the like button because it really helps the channel, and we are on a, I would say an upswing, but really we're kind of at a plateau right now. I know that that's mostly my fault. I need to put out more edited content, but I've been live streaming so much, so haven't been making videos, and now that I have this contract with the museum, I've been working on that pretty much. Other than when I'm streaming, it's been full-time working on that. So once that contract is over, I think I might take a break from the afternoon live streams a little bit, just so I can get a few videos edited and uploaded and ready to go. I feel like I might do like 1 month off, like July off of the afternoon live streams in order to make a bunch of videos. Hey Candace. And then I can come back for live streams and those videos can come out progressively. That's the hope anyway. So first, before I get into Rachel's happy mail, because I know she's excited to see me open it. I'm excited to open it. I didn't open it yet. I have to thank, confusingly, somebody, but I hope you know who you are, because my mom orders things from AliExpress fairly frequently, like I would say probably every couple of weeks. So she gets AliExpress little packages in the mail all the time, and she knows they're for her. So she opened 4 AliExpress packages and thought, I don't think I ordered this. I don't think I ordered this. I don't think I ordered this. And she had already thrown out the packaging and she went, oh no, this is also Laura's P.O. box now. What do we do? Because whenever she's ordering for the business, she has it sent to the business address. So anyway, I have a whole bunch of gifts from somebody and I don't know who it is, because my mom doesn't have the packaging anymore, but I want to thank you, whoever you are. Somebody sent me, this is going to be a lifesaver for my fingers, fabric clips, also these adorable buttons, cream colored buttons in a million sizes, and pins. Pins! Hi Joy! So thank you to whoever sent these to me. That was so sweet. These will be used. I'm gonna try them over the pins to see if they work for me for cutting out patterns. That's something I'm really looking forward to. And for hand sewing, imagine how much easier hand sewing will be with these tight clips. So I don't know who sent these to me, but I do really appreciate them and I'm very thankful. I think this is a beautiful gift and it will be absolutely used. I want to say cherished, but it's a very small item, and if I'm using it every day, I'll do my best not to lose any of them. Pins, in 2 years, none of these will even exist anymore. I really appreciate them, but I'm also dangerous with pins. They just disappear. So I got some beautiful pins, and they're really pretty ones too. They sound like they're glass, not plastic. So very sweet. Ooh, I'm excited about these fabric pins, fabric clips. And also, maybe a suggestion to make something with a button. I don't know, but whoever it is, thank you so much. And let me know if it's you, I'd love to know. Okay, let me cross my legs now. I just ordered some clips, pins, and sewing machine bobbins. Oh, that's so weird. Maybe they got to me instead, Joy. Did you accidentally put my address in instead? Okay, so here it is. The package. So I did rip it open. I didn't look in it. I just didn't want it to be like, I didn't want to struggle. It turns out the US does not seal their stuff too crazy, so it didn't rip as aggressively as I thought, because like the Canadian ones are plastic paper, so you have to like, it's like a whole thing. So, are you ready? You can iron it over. That's what I was thinking, Rachel. Oh, actually, before we get into the unbox, do you want to see my chicken eggs before or after? I want to show you the chicken eggs first. Just hold the phone. I'm going to open it, I promise. Rachel, you're not in a rush right now, are you? Are you okay to sit here with us for a little bit? I have them today. Oh, good. Rachel, just show me the evidence. Okay, look at my rainbow eggs. Look at how many eggs we have right now. Okay, let me just take poppies and daisies off the top because we can't even fit all of our eggs on this skid. Look at this beautiful rainbow. So organic. So local, so free range. Look at all the colors. Wow. Aren't they pretty? You know what the crazy thing is? Because I'm the crazy chicken lady, I know which chicken laid what. Do you want to see? I mean, let's be honest, I could definitely like just lie and make it up, but I actually do know because I am obsessed with these birds. So here we go. Thank you, Joy. So here we go. The white ones belong to Daisy and Fern. Hard to tell between the white ones because they're both white. The soft beige ones, that's all Clover. And today she actually laid her first cream colored speckled egg. Let me see if I can get it to grab on for focus. Nope. Doesn't want to do it. What if I put my whole hand? Focus. Oh well. It's a speckly one. So these ones are all Clover. You said poppies and my cat. Poppies? Oh, jerked his head towards the TV. That's so cute. Well, Poppy is our crazy cat. Crazy chicken. Sorry, Alex is in French class and I'm accidentally over eavesdropping. Okay, moving forward, we have, hold on. Okay, so we have this weird situation where we only have 3 Easter egg layers. So we have Buttercup, Violet, and Olive. But for some reason we have 1, 2, 3, 4 colors of eggs. So I'm grouping all of these ones in the bottom that have speckles and are kind of greenish into the olive category, but look at what Olive laid today. Oh, I hate that the colors in this are just not accurate. Let me show you it next to the other colors so you can see the greeniness, hopefully. Does it show up how green it is? Doesn't even look as green as it is. It's really green. It's green like, oh, I don't know. Nothing that I would eat. Maybe the inside of an avocado a couple of hours after it hasn't, hours after you should have opened it, you know? But look how long this one is today, as opposed to Diane's, which is extra short. Also today we got 2 beautiful eggs. This one is from Olive and this one's from Diane. Aren't they pretty? Oh, so nice. And then we've got some really beautiful pale bluish ones. And these are all from Buttercup. She lays our blue eggs. Look at that. Again, the camera is not getting how blue they really are. They're really, oops. Well, we did our best, didn't we? You can live over here for the stream. They are really a lot bluer in real life than they seem to appear here. But that's all right, because I get to look at them. But they're gorgeous. So I'm gonna point them out like I said I was gonna. Okay. So we've got Daisy and Fern. Then we've got Diane, Diane, Buttercup, 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 Olive, Olive. Oh, you're in the wrong spot, my friend. Olive, 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 and then Violet, Violet, Violet. So I've got everybody here. This is my whole flock except MJ because she's not laying yet. But once she starts laying, you better believe I'll be excited to see what color her eggs are. They're supposed to be brown, but it doesn't matter because these are both from the same chicken and they're completely different colors. Also, Poppy lays awful eggs. Like, they're fine, they taste fine, but like, look, that would never pass inspection. They're not even symmetrical. Like, this one's like just shape. Like, if I try and turn it on an axis, you see it's just not perfectly round. Same with this one, it's kind of like lumpy. On the inside, it's a beautiful egg. She's just an older chicken, so if you look at her egg, let me pick the yuckiest looking one. Yucky, I'm sorry calling your eggs yucky. Clover. Versus this beautiful one from Buttercup. See? It's just like lumpier. Anyway, Poppy's eggs are fine, but they'll never make any money. They're beautiful. Thank you. I think they're beautiful too, guys. Rachel, you should dye yarn to match the eggs and make a chicken egg inspired sweater. Nancy, I feel like perhaps Nancy might have mentioned that one once or twice. Rachel, I absolutely agree. And now that I'm doing food coloring dye as well, I think I really can. I think I can do like some color matching of the actual eggs. I think that would be pretty cool. It would be cool to me if I could do like a sweater where like I dye a skein of yarn for every egg color, and then I use that part of that like to put a decal on the sweater, or to put like the word of the animal's name. So like I'll use the light brown for Poppy, you know what I mean? Something like that. Maybe the underlying sweater would be black so that you could see all of the different colors of the eggs. I think that might be fun. And then I could crochet a couple of eggs and put it on, and people would be like, what's going on? And I'll just be like, oh, I'm just the crazy chicken lady. Don't worry about it. What do you think? Totally, Dina. They're perfect for eating. They look the same as the nice ones from the inside. That's why chickens stop being in production so early, because they stop having perfect, symmetrical, clean, lovely eggs. Like Diane, she's not meant to lay spotted eggs. Like, her breed isn't, it's not like known. So she's a mutt, you know what I mean? Like, she's not a purebred anything, which that's a thing for chicken people, purebred thing. But anyway, but I love the fact that her eggs make spots. I'm just gonna try and see it if I get close enough. Will it let me focus? So rude. But anyway, you can understand. There's speckles all over it. And now we have, oh, Olive, who creates these beautiful green speckled eggs with brown on them. They look so similar, in my opinion, to these sparrow's eggs. It's just a gigantic sparrow egg, don't you think? Found it on the ground. It's got a crack in it, different from the first one. The first one is different. This one we found in the front yard. It was in our front yard in the middle of the concrete, so I wasn't going to be getting any nest. Also a big crack in it. Okay, so time to open Rachel's Happy Mail, and then I will get into some crochet, I promise. What should I do? I'm going to pull out the whole thing first. Is it creepy to say it smelled good in this bag? I don't mean to be creepy, but it smells good in this bag. See, yarn has so many purposes. It can be a paperweight. Okay. This feels like more than what you mentioned. Good evening, Frida. It feels like more than Rachel reached out to me and said, I have a couple of books that I don't really use. Would you like them? And I said, why, yes, I would. Yes, oh, mail, yes, yes. I said, yes, I would, absolutely. And then this is more than books. So let me go through each thing. Oh, what is this? Pure silk ribbon embroidery. I've never done ribbon embroidery. And in two of my favorite colors, blue and yellow. If I just had pink in the middle there, oh, that's my rainbow right there. That's beautiful. I might have thrown in some extras. It looks like you threw in, like, I see the book at the back. It's mostly extras. This is beautiful. We should do some silk ribbon embroidery, don't you think? Wouldn't that be fun? On like some kind of garment? That's beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. To wash. Place in a dark sock and knot the end. Hot machine. Avoid bleach or woolite. Interesting. Did you guys know that's how you wash silk ribbon? Cool. You know, the first thing my brain was like, ooh, I could tie it in my hair like a whimsical woodland fairy. This is beautiful. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, let's see what we've got next. Can't go without these for very long. Ooh, these seem pretty sturdy. Mine are like significantly less sturdy. For those of you that don't know, these are whimsical woodland fairy crowns. Because when you turn into a woodland fairy, your head gets a little smaller, so that you have to get the two sizes of crown. One for as you're transitioning into fairy, and then one once you're fully a fairy. Just kidding. They're embroidery hoops, but I think that I like my definition better. Hey, Amaris. This is awesome. These are great. I'm always going to use them, I must say. I'll never say no to embroidery hoops because they always get used. And now that I've started leaving the item in the embroidery hoop, like the art, because then it's easy to display. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh, pretty fabric. Charles Craft cross stitch fabric. If it's worth your time, it's worth Charles Craft. Amazing. Everything smells really good. Like, was this hiding in your, fabric softener drawer? Yum. Up to 33% heavier. It can be worked with or without a hoop. Cool. Thank you. That's awesome. So I'm literally set. You gave me the book and the things so I can actually start. Okay, for those of you that don't know, I do embroidery, but I don't do cross stitch. I've never done cross stitch. It's just never been a thing that I've done. So Rachel was saying, do you want to cross stitch old book? And I was like, yeah, I want to learn to cross stitch. And she sent me all these beautiful cross stitch fabrics and different widths and different lengths. Like, there's these super, ooh, don't fall. Sorry. Like there's these really pale, crispy white ones. And then there's like this super fine mesh one. And then look at this one. Isn't that cool? Wow. This is awesome, Rachel. This is really cool. Oh, I'm really looking forward to learning cross stitch now. I have all the things that I need. Oh my God, this is huge. I assume this, okay, yeah, is this for cutting? I'm like, I'm not gonna have to cross stitch something this big, am I? A whole table runner? This kind of smells like a funeral. This one. Like a bouquet, not like a funeral, like a bouquet with lilies in it, which for me smells like a funeral. But for everyone else in the world, it smells pretty and like flowers. What did I do? I did a bad thing. I regret the thing that I did. There we go. There we go, cheese. Success. I included a whip that my aunt started over 30 years ago. I love generational artwork. Okay, let's see what she was doing. Oh, wow. Oh, that is special. Oh my God, wow. Look at, okay, sorry, I needed to look at it myself first. Look at that. Isn't that spectacular? Oh my God. It looks like, look from back here, it looks like it's painted on the fabric. Doesn't that just look like it was a print, a fabric print? Like, each one of those is stitched on by hand. Wow. Wow, that's really special. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you so much. This is a really big, this means a lot to me. It's like got her love in it. That's so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with me. That's amazing. When I figure out how to cross stitch, I'll finish it. I can send it back to you if you'd like to. I have to learn to cross stitch first, but wow. It feels very heavy in terms of sentimentality. Like just holding it, it's got her clips on it still. It's got her drawing to figure it out. Wow. I feel very connected to things like this. It makes me feel all kinds of ways. Wow. Hold on. Did she make the pattern too? Are you crazy? What is happening here? This is beautiful. Yeah, I see. The pattern is amazing. Well, it looks like she murdered the bear, or that the bear is a murderer and was eating its own hand off, but I understand what's actually going on there. Wow, I could cry. This is so beautiful. It's so thoughtful. Thank you, Rachel. Really, thank you. It's a little creepy since it's missing a head. You made a map fold. He won't be creepy though, once he's got his head. At least he's got his face. Oh, it's beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, what's this? It's a beautiful drawing. Isn't that pretty? That's lovely. I feel like, can this just be the vibe of like my soul? Just a bunch of flowers in a rustic. She was about your age when she made it. Really? Wow. Well, she did an amazing job. I really would have to practice forever before I could even imagine getting that good. It's very intricate. There's so much love in handmade things, and I feel it, Frida. I have like thing empathy. Like that's why I love going to thrift stores and like putting my hands on the blankets, and if there's handmade baby clothes, I just like to like sit with them for a minute, because somebody did so much work to create that thing for someone they loved. Like people don't just work hours and hours and hours on a quilt with the intention of just throwing it away, you know? So when I see things like that, I just buy them. This is beautiful. I don't know what I should do with it. What do you think? It's so pretty. Ooh, I could like paper mache it on the front of a journal. There's more? Cool. Okay, I'll show you guys. I knew you would love the drawings. Look at this one. It's like a shop front from the olden days. Isn't that cute? Strictly cash. Well, he's obviously not from Corona times because it says strictly cash. Most stores are like strictly don't touch anything. R, not 8. Oh, the flowers in your hair are nice. Thank you. Frame it. Oh, that's a nice idea, Frida. I think that would be a nice one to frame. I have a lot of framed things. Maybe in my plant room? That would be nice in a plant room, wouldn't it? I could put some pressed flowers in the frame with it. Yeah, that's a nice idea. I love that. Oh, I love the squares and organization. Of course you do, Frida. Honestly though, so do I. And I like looking inside and trying to figure out what's inside the boxes. Like, it says crackers, 5 cents a pound. Roasted coffee, fresh eggs. Well, I don't need that. Chew Copenhagen snuff. Great. Chewing tobacco. Wow, this side is just chewing tobacco. This is where you buy your food. This is where you buy your chewing tobacco. The good old days. Beautiful though. I love drawings. I love line art like this. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, moving forward through the Happy Mail, we have another one of those. I feel like you have to blur your eyes a little bit to get it. Another one of those cross stitch patterns. Maybe you can read it better from back there. You see, it's kind of like hard to read, and the closer you get, the harder it is to read. But what does it say? Welcome, friends. Cool. Cool. Well, there's a pattern. We still have snuff in Sweden. I feel like snuff is a bad word here. Isn't it? I'm like very sheltered, so I don't know a lot of words that are bad words. So when I say words that are actually bad words, people have to correct me sometimes. Oh, I love this. It's a little girl with a goose. I know, it's probably hard to see. It's a little girl with a goose. That'll be cute. And here's that bear in full. So it'll look like that, Frida. It won't be as creepy. It looks like from my angle that he has a coffee cup. Don't you think? Here's the coffee cup, and then there's the handle. But it's a heart. That'll keep you going for a while. I agree, Joy. Ooh, and here, now we've made it to the books. Okay, I'll show you some cool things that are in here. We're going through it together. I haven't gone through it at all yet. First of all, look at the cat on the first page. In the South, we call it dip or chew. I feel like dip is what we call it here. Well, the word, like, doesn't it mean like, I guess it has to be paired with the word films, but therefore I separate it and make the whole word not good, if you know what I'm saying. What? It's like showing you how to make simple things too. I'm a noob, right? This would be fun to learn for like an afternoon live stream, don't you think? Figure out how to make a strawberry. That would be fun. Oh god, that cat. I feel like we have to do the cat. Let's see what else is here. There's a cow jumping over a moon. Wow, cross stitch is so clear. Hold on, is that a mushroom? I don't know what that is. Oh my goodness, there's so many ways you can do it. Okay, flowers are falling left and right. I tried to be beautiful for you guys. It wasn't gonna happen apparently. East, west, home is best. What in the world is this one? Log cabin sampler. What are these things? There's so many. Okay, here's one that's pretty to see as a picture. Look at that. Isn't that cute? Little dancy people on their pillows. Rachel, it's not the same thing. That's chewing tobacco, right? Snus is a little clump that you put under your lip. Okay. Yep, I know what that stuff is too. On the baseball team in high school, the guys that thought they were cool and really into baseball started having chewing tobacco and that yucky stuff. Be nice to yourself, you're beautiful. Oh. But yeah, they started doing that and I was like, what are you doing? You're so young to be shoving it in your mouth. They're like rich kids from the rich town. Like where I lived was like fine, but we went to school in the rich town, and these rich kids who had the full outfit for baseball like already before school started, you know, they like had chewing tobacco and they were like having that stuff, that yucky paste that's like under their lip or here. I tried it once and I was like, yeah, that's disgusting, and they were like, it's easier than smoking. I'm like, won't it give you like mouth cancer then? And they're like, no, it's just tobacco, it's not got the like, it's not got all the bad stuff. And I was like, I don't think that that's true. So yeah, rich kids in Ancaster used to do that. Hold on, what? Oh, look at this. What year is this from? I love that. Oh, April, May 1989. That's so cool. And you know what's crazy? Look at what's on the cover. I didn't do that. Do you see that? I am prepared. Okay, on the back, look, it has gifts for people in your life that do cross stitch. Isn't that cute? Oh, it will so give you mouth cancer. Yeah, well, I wasn't using it anyway, so it's fine. But 2 yards of each of all 324 DMC floss colors, $25. For 324 skeins of DMC floss. $25. Okay, let's see some other prices. 350 card floss organizing system, $15. Save $6 on floss, organizer, and box set, $39.95. Rolling needlework frame. Why would you need it to roll? Ah, I understand. $19.99. Ada collection. What's an Ada collection? A Craftways exclusive. Lets you have just the right even weave at your fingertips. You get 15 generous pieces of the most popular, versatile country colors. I don't know what that is. And Freight Check. Freight Check is still around, and so are DMC flosses. And also DMC has not changed their logo. Isn't that interesting? I love that. Thank you so much, Rachel. This is so special. I love old things. Like if it's old and smells old and it was used by an old lady to make old lady things, I love it. I already love it. Stitching is so easy. That's cute. Imagine making that for your job. You have to write out stitching is so easy because we need to take a photo. It actually smells kind of like tea. Ew, really? It's illegal in the European Union countries except Sweden. That's fair. It's not fermented. Hold on. It's a moist powder smokeless tobacco product originating from a variant of dry stuff in the 18th century Sweden. It's placed inside the lip, between the lip and the gums for extended periods. It's not fermented, although similarly to American dipping tobacco, snus does not typically result in the need for spitting, and unlike Nassauer, snus is steam pasteurized. Well, somebody's tried it before or is really good at Google. Let's see if there's anything we can learn that's cute. I'm pretty much looking for pretty pictures. No, this is good for intro. Merry Christmas, 1989. Oh, we could do something this Christmas together. So cute. You can't see them though. There we go. Now you can see. We could do something like that. That's cute. Or like these. Isn't that fun? We should do that. We should do a Christmas. Natural linen. Okay, here's the big one. This one's the big book. Canada makes it difficult to obtain it through discouraging its users implementing abnormally high taxes on such products as SNES. Makes it difficult to obtain it through discouraging its users by implementing abnormally high taxes. Oh yeah, that's because they do that for all bad things. Canada just makes it really hard for your countries to bring it in. Like US milk can't come in because there's all these rules that Canada put in place so that we don't end up having US milk here. I think it's also because they're trying to like curb smoking related death. And if you just do it for all tobacco stuff, I'm sure that's not what they say. Oh my god, this one has 1 million patterns in it. Look at all these patterns. Okay, let me see. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it. Look at them all. And it's like all over the place. I'm trying to look while I show you because I haven't seen them yet. So we've got a vet. That's cute. We have a vet cross stitch. We have a little girl having a tea party with her teddy bear. We have a little girl picking flowers with an angry looking cat beside her. We have somebody on skates who's either kicking down a door with his skates or just tripping. We have a little boy with a sailboat and a duck is below him. We've got a little girl flying a kite. We've got a man and a lady making a weird position with the pie. In the US, they changed tobacco from 18 to 21. Wow, good job! I wonder if it'll make them stop doing it though. I mean, I agree. Make it 21, make it 25. People are still gonna find it if they wanna find it, which sucks, but maybe it'll help. Sorry, went on a deep dive. That's okay. I like a good deep dive. What do we have here? Oh, look, a little girl and a little boy with a, hold on, let me see where it is. With a, Kel thing, what is it called? A wagon full of kittens. And then the girl's hugging a kitten. Isn't that cute? Oh, I love that. And then there's this one where we've got some butt bumping going on over here. Sure, why not? And then we've got this lovely gentleman. He's planning on cutting wood, but the way in which he is positioned, he will most definitely miss the wood. Right? Isn't vaping really popular? Yeah, and then they were like, oh wait, vaping is still smoking? Because the vape companies, they knew what they were doing, but everybody was too slow to respond. They obviously knew that they were putting nicotine in flavors like bubblegum. Hello? What was going to happen if nicotine tastes like bubblegum? We didn't mean for kids to get on it. What they wanted is for kids to get on it, and then once vaping is banned, guess where they're going to go? Right to cigarettes. So they act like vaping was meant to dissuade older people from smoking, which even if it works 100%, vaping removes all adult smokers. The damage is already done. They made vaping cool to kids, they marketed it to kids, and they put flavors on it that were like watermelon splash or blue raspberry. No 50-year-old man who's trying to quit smoking is like, I'd like strawberry sunshine, please. I just don't want to smoke anymore. Hey, Angelica. So then they change those flavors and the kids don't like the vaping as much, so then they will transition to smoking. Because once all the older people get off smoking who want to for real, that's my thinking. I mean, I may be wrong. Well, he's going to miss. Hold on, isn't vaping? Yeah, he is gonna miss. Oh, Rachel, I knew you would love the vintage patterns. I think those are supposed to be the letters of the alphabet. Oh, as people. Yeah, that is what it is. Yep, and I could have, yep, if you look at the front cover, you're in reverse here. Let me flip you guys for a sec so you can see it. There, see? Bruce. Yeah, now I'm getting it. That's cute. But you can put it on its own and then it's a cute little decal. But definitely a little weird, right? A little weird. Anyway. Thank you so much though. Also, I love your generic coffee mug. Thank you. Request those flavors. They actually do request those flavors. For cigarettes or for e-vapes? I do though, I really do. I love that because it's from 1980. This one's from 1983. Okay, so how much would a book like this cost today? $15? Like if you go to Michael's and you buy a cross-stitch book with this many cross-stitch patterns in it, like cross-stitch books don't always have front to back cross-stitch patterns in them, right? Definitely weird, but so wholesome. Yeah, I love how wholesome it is. It's true. It's very wholesome. Where's the L? Well, now I have to find the L. Give me that L. Does it say the letter at the top? Okay, so A, let me see. Oh, not in any order. Okay. J, K. Here we go. Next page. L. Aw! You know what L is? L is the little boy with his dog. I'm fine with that. That's pretty cute. I'll be a little boy with his dog. What's the vet? You know what I mean? Like some of these things, I don't know. Here's the little boy with his dog. That's L. You know what I should do is I should send, I should do the cross stitch for Alex's name and give it to him and he'll be like, I don't understand, because he won't see the letters, and then I'll be like, it's for you, and he'll be like, that's awesome, I love it. I bet the Bruce loved his wall hanging. I sure hope Bruce did. You know what, it's kind of like what those drawing artists do now, where they make like a few animals to make up the letters. It's beautiful though. I do love the vintage pattern. I love, it just smells like my grandmother's art closet. I love that smell. The other thing that I love is that a book like this today would cost $15-ish. That's my guess, at like Michael's. And this book was $1.80 in 1983. Oh, 1983, take me back. I want to be from 1950, but I don't want my parents to be like, well, you need to get married. You don't need to go to university. I don't need that energy. Just the part about, like, things. Alex will be like, I love it. He wouldn't even say, what the heck is it? He'd go, it's so cool. And then I'd be like, do you like it? And then he'd be like, yeah. And like, can you hear it in my voice? Because I hear it in his when he goes, yeah. And then I'll be like, I thought we could hang it in your office, maybe like right in front of your desk. And he'd be like, okay. He doesn't do the thing where you go, why? Oh, no thanks. Can you just hang it in like a closet somewhere? Like, he won't do that. He'll just keep letting me put things around him until he goes crazy. Every day I bring him a bouquet and I put it down in the basement so that he has fresh cut flowers every day. Or like every other day, because normally the bouquet lasts a couple days. But he likes that. He likes the terrarium I brought for him. Or does he? Maybe he hates them both. Anyway, I just want to say one more time, Rachel, thank you so much. And it is going to make... It's going to make me very happy. I mean, it makes me happy already. Part of me doesn't even want to open the packagings that haven't been opened. What are you doing? That's not what we're doing. We're doing this. Something like this one, the package hasn't even been opened, but it's a zip top. So I can open it. I'll put it back. I promise I'll put it back. But it's so old. Okay, I just want to read what's on it. Ooh, that cardstock, do you feel that? Yeah. The Heritage Collection, 14 count printed border for Ada, not recommended for border grafts. For framing, for pillows, 100% cotton, maximum frame size 14 by 14, work inside area 8 by 8. Graph not included. Well then, where's Monroe? Monroe, and then it says N.C. Is that in North Carolina? Also, that's all you get. Printing on the back, not an option. Frida, oh yes, I hear it, but I get yes, hold on. The adult smokers, lol. Frida, yes, I love it, but what the heck is it? Yes, oh yes, I hear it, but I get yeses that mean no, and I have to ask, did you mean no? Yes. So then say no then. Yeah, that would be nice if just people said what they wanted all the time. I do love them, and I think I'll make a full cross stitch. You know why I think I will? I have an older sister. Oh, it's so cute. Look. I have an older sister who just bought a house. It's her first house, and they're moving in. I don't know when. Sometime soonish, probably in July sometime, maybe August. I don't know. They bought a house, and I wanted to make her a welcome home thing or like a home sweet home thing, and I assumed I'd do embroidery. But what do you guys think if I do a home sweet home thing for her? Welcome home, whatever. Well, you guys can help me with the name. But on a cross stitch, I think that would be beautiful. Plus, it looks like something you're meant to hang up. You know what I mean? Like all of the cross stitch that I have from my grandma, like it looks meant to be a display piece. So I think I'll use them, Rachel. I really do. I think that would be a really beautiful... You know what else I really like about cross stitch? It seems like a really beautiful gift. Like a little gift you could give someone and just like finish off the ends, something that says like, I'm always thinking about you, that can just like fit inside a wallet or something, like something the size of like a bill, a dollar bill, and then just have it go in the bill section of your wallet. Wouldn't that be sweet? I think I'd like to do that. If you guys are down to watch me struggle through cross stitching, I'll do it on stream. If you guys are not down for that and just want to see me as an expert cross stitcher, then I will practice on my own and figure out what I'm doing. Excuse my slurping, there's a marshmallow in my tea. Frida, sounds great, thank you. Rachel, really thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you can feel, it means a lot to me that you went out of your way, and this is like something that belonged to someone, like this is like, it's heavy. You know what I mean? Like to me, this has some weight in my heart because it's like you're extending me to your family, you know what I mean? Or you're extending your family to me. Like I now have a connection to someone else's previous generation of crafty ladies. I only have my grandma. She was my only crafty lady that did this kind of crafts. So just knowing that you have a crafty lady too, it feels good. I love that. So thank you. I spent the evening dismantling a floor loom and moving a ginormous couch. Exercise done for today. And maybe tomorrow, Frida. That sounds like a lot. But is it the new couch you moved or the old couch? Oh, now I feel a lot happier. That was like a really happy thing to open. You know, like the gentle happy, like not the excited, screamy happy, the like, my heart is at peace happy. I've been feeling really nervous about Thunder, really worried about him, and we did get new information from the vet, and he has an appointment now next week as well. I'm an old and crafty and you got me. Well, we have to do old crafty things together, Candace, because I would love to just get together and quietly work on our projects. Like, we don't even have to talk. We can just sit in a room near each other, and if you need help, you ask me, and if I need help, I ask you, and like, otherwise we just sort of chit-chat here and there. I'd be 100% down for that. Literally anytime. Well, not anytime, not today, because it's a mess. But I think that would be fun. If you'd be down for that, I'd be down for that. I'm so happy. I consider you one of my good friends, even though we've never met in person yet, Rachel. Even though we've never met in person yet. We will. I'm so glad. One day Jake and I will come to Toronto and we can get together. That'd be amazing. If you come down that way, you can stay with us if you don't want to stay in Toronto. We're about an hour away from Toronto, but we do live in the wine route, so you could go on a wine tour or something like that together and bunk with us while you're here. That'd be amazing. As long as you're not going to judge my dirty house. It's like my number one anxiety when people come over. I'm like, they hate me now. They think I'm disgusting because I've never seen your house, so I have nothing to compare it to. If I go to someone's house first, I like take stock to know how much mess I have to hide, you know? It's a mess, but with no pins on the rug, that I know. Yes, no pins on the rug. Oh yeah, all the pins knocked over and they stuck to that magnet. Candace gave me a magnet for pins because I'm mildly spastic and I have a satanic cat, and those two things together are dangerous for pins. I don't remember the old couch being that big. Well, new couch comes tomorrow. We had to make room. Where's the old couch going? Posted a skirt in Discord, just letting it hang so the hem will stretch. Have you ever not done that, AJ? It's like the worst. If you don't wait and then you just hem it and then you put it on a couple days later and you're like, this is completely uneven. So good job on you for not doing that. Aw, Nikki. Is that baby things? Nikki posted in the Discord, cocoon. Oh, what a, I love baby things. Okay, let me go. Sewing. Where are you? Our whips. Ooh, cute tank top. What a cutie. The raincoat room. Who's the raincoat room? You're a cutie and your tank top looks amazing. And the raincoat room again is making a halter top, looking cute. Join our Discord. It is linked in the description below. I'm trying to find AJ's skirt. Oh no, I got distracted in our pets portion. Candace, those puppies, if they ever need homes, I have a place for them. I mean, they'll have like a dog who has occasional seizures probably, but they'll love him. Where is the sewing section? Sorry guys, I just can't read apparently. There it is. I see Frida with a pair of shorts looking cute, and I see Ms. B with an embroidery project on the go. Home sweet home. Looks good. I can't see it in the Discord. Let me see it. Where is it? And take in stock then. Mine is worse, far worse. Do you promise? If you promise yours is far worse, then I won't go overboard cleaning before I know you're gonna come in my home. Which you can do now. You can be part of my bubble. Because I added to my bubble, who is in my bubble now? I added Cassia, but my bubble is my family and Cassia. You can come join my bubble. For Fika, an extra seating room. Aww. So you have nice coffee breaks, cause Fika, cause I remember. I'm raincoat room. Okay, Angelica, I didn't know that. With the old sofa, let me see again. Raincoat room. Where did that come from? Why raincoat room? Let me me see that again. That halter's looking lovely. Good Rainbow Day halter. But dang, that crochet, is that crocheted? What did you crochet in that stitch? It's like tight. My goal in life is to find a crochet stitch that will fully cover my nipples. Is that just me? Is that, can't but just be me. Anyway, I see it. AJ still can't see yours though. We have a living room for the new couch, the everyday room. Then there's the open space in the entryway and hallway, plus some extra space, so now it's the lounge. Yeah, like, don't come into my house. You can sit here near the front of my house, and then you can leave. I like that. I think that's very reasonable. My plan is to be a fold-out couch. My plan is for it to be a fold-out couch one day, but for now, let's just have an everyday couch that does not kill my back. I think that's a reasonable thing. Fika involves liquid and an edible, right? Yeah, I think so. It's coffee and a snack, right? Does it have to be a sweet snack? I just checked, it's there. In what area, AJ? In general? Nope. In live stream link? Nope. In questions for Laura? Nope. In live streams? Nope. General? Still nope. And nope. I'm just gonna go through each one. Nope. Nope. Love the memes. Animals in the wild? Nope. Our pets? Nope. Crochet inspo? Nope. Knitting projects? Nope. Sid. Seeking pattern testers! Very good. Haven't gotten to that yet. Drawing? Nope. Draw my pet? Nope. Songs? Nope. Our whips? Nope. Oh, here we go. Oh, are those aliens? Or are they owls? Are they aliens or owls? Either way, it looks cool. Is that an elastic waistband on top? Very cool, AJ. Looks great. Hi, Kim. Good morning. Good afternoon. It's afternoon. But hi, Kim. Angelica. Haha, Raincoat was from a song from Swell Maps. I used to like to make it my username for a lot of things, but it can be kind of confusing since it's not my name. You should add in the Raincoat thing on the Discord, like Angelica, and then you can add the Raincoat thing, because it'll be hard for me to remember things. Frida, toilet brush. Toilet brush, yes, it's coffee or what you like with a snack with friends. It also can be a break at work. It's a great thing. Sewing, thank you, Candace. Thank you. Thank you, I shoved them into my earrings. Because I have a lot of earrings. Always looking for ways to decorate them, so I just started shoving. See, there's the stems all behind. I just shoved them into my earrings. Not into the holes where my earrings are in my actual skin, just through the hoops. And then the daisy on the bottom. Beautiful. Honestly, that's a pretty cool pair of earrings, if you ask me. Well, if they'd stay on. What can I do? I know what I can do. I have these handy dandy pins. It's just because this thing isn't sturdy enough, so it falls out. There. Why? I'm trying to be fun and edgy. Do you not want me to be fun and edgy? Oh, Daisy? How disappointing. Now they're uneven. Anyway, Angelica, yeah, that's a good idea. I'll add my name so it's a little less confusing. I appreciate that. Thank you. Some people, I've figured it out, like, some after much time, but it's easier if it's just sort of similar across the platforms. Toilet brush salesman. I'm in the UK, Frida. Toilet brush salesman, where did your username come from? Interesting, but why? Put it in and put a clip on the back. I mean, somebody gifted me these for something, you know? We might as well find a solution so that I can wear these super cute earrings. They're not earrings, so I can wear these super cute daisies as earrings. Oh yeah, much better. Oh, so pretty. Look, ooh, I'm so fancy. You know what though? If I ever go out to like an event, I think I'll do that. I think I'll wear real flowers as my jewelry and people will be like, I love your necklace, because people just like say things. And then I'll be like, yeah, I just figured like save the bees, you know, so I have them on just in case there's any bees at dinner tonight. That way they won't bother anyone else. I'm here for the bees and for the food. The truth is, I'm always, wherever I am, most likely I am there for the food. Thanks, Dina. So, I know I said let's keep it happy, let's keep it light, but I'm gonna just briefly fill you in on our Thunder extravaganza that has been going on. I wasn't, to be honest with you, I even had a whole talk with Alex saying, I'm not going to talk to anybody about it. What? You talking to me?
How's everything on your end?
Oh, nope. Okay. So, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. I think he's leaving the house so that he can do his phone call. Yeah, that means it's his dad. Okay. Anyway, oh, your flowers are so cute. Thanks, Angelica. Okay, so I'm just going to go over the drama with Thunder briefly because it is upsetting and I don't really want to talk about it too long, but I do want to keep you guys posted, and I'm not good at like keeping a secret. I even said that to Alex when we were coming home from the vet. I was like, I don't think I should tell, the first time we were coming home from the vet, I was like, I don't think we should tell anybody. I think we should wait until we have more information. And he was like, yeah, that's true. And then I was like, I feel so yucky. And he was like, why? And I was like, I can't figure out why. I just feel really yucky. I feel bad about everything. And he was like, is it because just the idea of keeping a secret makes you sick? And I was like, yeah. So then I told you guys, and I realized it wasn't as big of a deal to stay inside my head versus outside my head, because either way it doesn't help Thunder, only the doctor will help Thunder. So I can tell you and it won't make a difference. The best case scenario is one of you guys will have had that experience with your dog. Worst case scenario is people will say, you're terrible to your pets, but I know that I'm not, so, you know. So we were at the vet this morning, again, because yesterday Thunder had 2 seizures, and they were many hours apart, so they were 2 completely separate seizures, and for the first time ever, they happened in the daytime. So the only other times that he's had seizures, he's had 2, maybe 3, in the whole time we've had him. Alex thinks it's 3, but I think it's 2. But anyway, the first time, this is the other thing, the first time he had a seizure, he went to the doctor, and this has been like weighing on my heart with guilt for years, because the doctor said it was pot. And we were in university, we did have pot on hand at that time, but we weren't messy about it. But I 100% was like, it's our fault, our dog almost died, this is because of us. And he was weird for like 3 days, and the vet said he'd be fine in 1 day. That happened in like 2016, I think. 2016, 2017, somewhere in that range. And then, hey Lori, and then that never happened again. And so we chalked it up to believing the vet, saying that must have been it. He must have consumed cannabis somehow. Even at that time, we were very particular about storage. Like it was like, it's only in the freezer in a sealed container. There's no way for him to access it. So it was very strange, and we were like, I have no idea how this could have happened. We lived in a 1-bedroom apartment. It's not like, anyway, we believed the vet and said, okay, that's it. And then it happened again where he had a seizure with no ability of it to have been anything because it was in the middle of the night and we had been sleeping, and then he acted that weird way. So we took him to the vet then, and the vet said, no, nothing's wrong with him. He probably had a seizure, it's okay. And then on Sunday he had a seizure. No, on Sunday he was acting super weird. Took him to the vet and they said, yeah, looks like he ate pot. And we were like, okay, no, for real, this is not what happened. And now it's making me feel confused about the first time that we went and that's what we were told. Like, is there a possibility that what happened to him now is what was happening to him then? Because I had completely accepted that maybe he found a way to get cannabis. I don't believe it, but I was convinced, the doctor convinced me. So now I'm looking back at it and going, like, maybe not. Maybe he had a seizure that we didn't see, because the behavior he had this time looked like after a seizure we didn't see. So anyway, besides all of the old vet stuff, I called a new vet this morning because he had 2 seizures yesterday, both of which were very scary. Probably more for him than for me because I knew what to do now. So I was just there for him, quiet, turn the lights off when he wanted to explore the house. He has like a pretty good cycle that he follows. And so called the vet in the morning because I was not going back to that emergency vet. Because when I called her about the seizure in the morning, I called her and I got a hold of that vet and she said, what did she say? She said, unless he has another seizure or 2 within the next 24 hours, you guys can just keep him calm at home. We'll just keep our appointment for 2 weeks from now or 1 week from now. And I was like, okay. Then he had another seizure and I didn't want to talk to that other doctor, so I comforted Thunder and we went to sleep. That's why I wasn't there yesterday, because we were at the vet, out of the vet, late at night. It was just all drama. And then this morning, as soon as the stream ended, I went early off at 9 o'clock. I called the vet, and the vet is just up the road, which is amazing, like literally 7 minutes away on a country road. That's quick, like that's fast. And it's right next to a feed store, which I think is pretty cool because then I can get the chickens food there. I went online, I searched best vet in my area. This is the first one that came up. I read through the top 10, but that first one that came up had like hundreds of reviews of people saying like, I wouldn't put my dog in anyone else's hands, or my horse was told by 2 other vets that she was gonna die. This doctor took her on and it took 2 years of going to this vet, but my horse was fine. Things like that, just good feedback, and a bunch of small dogs too. So I called, said, can I get an appointment? And he said, yeah, sure, what's up? And I told him the whole story, and he was very like, oh, really? Oh, poor guy. And like really like talking to me like I'm a human being, that he cares about how it affected me and how it affected Thunder. He asked questions like, did he bite on his tongue at all? Did his tongue bleed? No? Okay, well that's good. Were his eyes swollen, anything like that? No? Okay, that's good. And we talked through the whole thing on the phone, and then I said, I would really like to get tests done or whatever because I'm worried about him. And he said, okay, well, I'm booked full today, but come on in and I'll talk to you for a couple of minutes and we'll book again for a week from now. I think I know what we can do. And I was like, okay. So went, talked to the vet. He was like, he did a blood sugar test on Thunder. He didn't do the whole blood test because he said, honestly, he's a very small dog. The first thing I would guess is hypoglycemia. And I was like, if he was presenting symptoms similar to cannabis and the owner said he had no access to that, would you have said, well, let's check his blood sugar? And he's like, yeah, that's the first thing I check. And I was like, Okay, cool. So that vet was just trash. Cool. Never mind. And then he did a blood sugar test and he said, well, I think it's hypoglycemia. I didn't even ask what the numbers were because I was so happy that it meant that we can fix it. Basically, he said if Thunder's in the middle of a seizure, if that happens again, he could be predisposed to seizures as a result of hypoglycemia. It's like you have a seizure threshold, and then every seizure you have, your seizure threshold decreases. So if his seizure threshold is, when my blood sugar gets below 10, I don't know what the numbers are, I have a seizure. But it could go down and down and down. Like when my blood sugar gets below 20, I have a seizure. Like the seizures are like progressive, as he explained it to me, which to be fair, I don't know. That's just me reiterating or re-filtering what I was told quickly. And he said, so if he's having a seizure, try to rub a little honey in his gums if he's not a snappy little guy. Like Thunder is like very small, so I can get my hands around his mouth without worrying about my safety. And he said if you can get a little honey in there, that'd be great. If you can't do honey, do a sugar water syrup. That's great too, and see if it cuts the seizure down. Alternatively, after his seizure ends, do the same thing. Put some honey on his gums, and it'll help the symptoms go away faster, because after a seizure is like a whole thing. So that's what we're gonna do. Oh, also he said hypoglycemic dogs, sometimes it becomes diabetes and you need to give them insulin, which I'll do it because I love Thunder, but I'd prefer if it's just not that. But he said split your food into 6 portions. So Thunder eats 2 times a day, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. And he said that's a long time for such a small dog. There's like 2 huge time chunks in there where he's not able to eat. And he can't free feed because Thunder just eats. He just eats. If we put food out for him, he'll just eat it all. So instead, we're going to do, you're going to laugh, but it's basically a tablespoon of food 6 times a day. So that's what we've been doing. He's been getting really small portions every like 3 hours. So again, I'm fine with it. If it keeps him from having a seizure, I will do it for the rest of my life. But I'm also happy that he doesn't have any repercussions from those seizures, because 2 seizures in 1 day, his poor little brain and his body, he was so tired. Like today he was tired. And I get it. He was like sprinting. So, hi Cardicky, and hello toothbrush salesman. I'm wet blocking my first skein of spun yarn on my wheel. Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Good job, Kim. And poor little guy, Rachel, yeah, he is a poor little guy, but he's got a good heart. He's got good attitude about it. And hopefully, he probably loves that. I mean, he'll probably love getting honey, but he's just already an anxious dog, and waking up confused and not knowing how you got where you are, or why you're panting, or why everything's kind of sore. I feel like that's the scary part for him, is not knowing what happened before. I guess that's the scary part for people too. Me too, Frida. I am really glad this vet was good. This vet was really, he looked me in the eye. Like, the other vet was looking at me so condescendingly. Like, I was sitting down because she said have a seat, and then she stayed standing up. And I was like, okay, you're in a position of power. Congrats. Help me and my dog. Like, I don't care about your authority over me. Like, yes, good for you. But what else could it be? So this guy said, we'll do the hypoglycemia for a week. Glad you were able to find this new vet so close to where you live. So close, Nancy. Like, the place that we went before, the emergency room vet, was like 20 minutes away, and this vet is 7 minutes away. So yeah, on a good day where it's just for a checkup, we could walk there. Like, Thunder can walk. He's like a very tough cookie. So that's the tea. After this week of hypoglycemia attempt to, I don't know, attempt to not have it anymore, we're gonna go back to the vet because we need shots for Thunder anyway. And when we get his shots, the doctor is just gonna do a full blood workup because I asked him to. He said he would, and he was like, even if the feed change helps, we'll still do tests. So they're gonna do blood, and if they can, they're gonna do stool and urine just to see. How long do the seizures usually last? It feels like 4 days while it's happening, but honestly, it's probably like a minute and a half. This new vet sounds awesome. Yeah. Laura, you do a lot of hand sewing. I just showed the self-threading needles on Insta and YouTube. Oh, cool. I don't have my phone here, and Insta isn't on my computer, but I will check them. I will check them. That's cool. That is cool, so that you don't have to hate yourself every single time you have to thread a needle, or hate the thread, or hate the needle. But yeah, about a minute to a minute and a half, I would say, Rachel. The ones prior to, like, these two were the most severe I've ever seen on Thunder. The first ones that happened years ago, not right. It's okay. I get it, Dina. The gist was good. Right, the other seizures that he has had in the past that we were basically told are random and can happen sometimes to Chihuahuas. And as long as they're not severe or having more than in one day, treat as you can. Like if you're having one seizure every year or 2 seizures a year or 1 seizure every 2 years, you're not going to go on anti-seizure medication. It's just manage. But once it gets to a point where you're having more than 1 seizure in a row or more than 1 seizure in a day or more than 1 seizure in a 48-hour period, like if you're having more than 1 seizure like at all in a close proximity of time, then you have to deal with a problem. Like there's a problem to deal with. Sometimes, this doctor explained, some Chihuahuas just have them. It's like some Chihuahuas just have them, and that's what it is. You've got a dog that sometimes has seizures. Now you have to be aware of stairs and put baby gates up and that sort of thing. But I don't know. I really don't. I am glad I'm not a vet because it would be really overwhelming right now to have all of the information and not know how to fix Thunder. Or maybe I would know how to fix Thunder if I was a vet. But either way, this new guy seems really good. He seems like he cares. He was very gentle and very sweet. And Thunder was scared, but he talked very gently, and it was nice. Like, instead of being like last night where she was acting like Thunder was normal and being like, "Aw, he's just so cute, isn't he?" I was like, he's shaking and he's semi-conscious, so I don't know about cute. I'm more like, can you help him? So that's my story. He's doing a lot better now. He didn't need anything from the vet except a glucose test, which the doctor said means that he needs to be fed 6 times a day instead of 2 times a day. So for the next week, that's what we're doing. And then we go back to the vet for a follow-up and blood work and a fecal whatever, and possibly an x-ray. It depends if they need to sedate Thunder to do it. I don't want to do it because I have like major fears for Thunder not being able to wake up. So if they just want to sedate him a little bit, you know, like give him some Gravol or something, that's fine. But if they want to knock him out, I don't think I like that. Anyway, so that's my life right now. that, and I'm working on, I finished my filming. I did a really frustrating thing. Karen, hey Laura, I would like check out YouTube channel. Well, thank you for your suggestion, but we don't promote other channels currently here. So I'm going to remove your comment on that one, but thank you for the suggestion, and if you want to comment on other channels to promote, you could do it in the comments or on your social medias. Sorry, I don't mean to be savage, I don't know, I'm trying to keep it all about me. That sounds so trashy, but it's kind of true. In a business sense and in a this is my YouTube channel sense, it feels kind of when people come in and are like, I sell these, I sell that, please buy my things. So, yeah, we kind of made a new rule for it. No shade to you at all, because I know you didn't know that rule. But I'm currently not in a spot where I'm advertising others, because I'm still figuring out how to advertise myself. Hey Alex.
Hi.
When they give him meds for x-rays, it's a very light sedation. Okay, and you think, like Lori, you've seen Thunder for, what, 2 years now? Do you think he's like stable? I know mostly you see him sleeping, but you've seen how he like behaves and like exists his life. Do you think that if he was your dog looking the way that my dog is, would you let them sedate him? Maybe the vet thought pop the first time because it's legal in Canada and they can probably see it a lot. That clouds their judgment. Well, the very, very first time, it wasn't legal yet. We were in university, and since we were university students, that's what it must have been. But now I'm fully doubting that, because I'm not an irresponsible person with my pets. I'm very careful with my pets because they matter a lot to me. You know, I don't know. What were you doing out there?
Oh, I was in fun.
With Dad?
No?
Oh. Cool.
On the telephone.
On the telephone. Why would he get an x-ray? If it's something in his brain. Something about if it's something in his brain. I mean, I don't know. He just made a list of things that they could do. So I don't know if he was actually suggesting an x-ray in that spiel, but he was saying, well, we've got a lot of things that we can do to check for. We can check his blood, his poop, his urine. We can check his, like, clean his teeth to check for infection, which, yeah, I know you should do that. I still don't think they should insist when a client says it isn't weed. Yep. I agree, Lori. And I felt very, very upset. Like, I don't know, I felt totally unheard and disrespected. And then I wonder if, like, my dad went in with Thunder, would they have given him the same spiel, or would they have been, oh, maybe he's got low glucose, let me check his blood sugar, you know what I mean? Like, it bothers me. All of my stuff stays in one place, and if a vet said my cats got into it, I would call BS on that. I'm sure you're just as careful. Very careful, Rachel. Literally in containers that seal, because that's what's legal here, is like medicine containers, and they say in the freezer. Like, it's just out of the way. We don't have any, because the cat knocks stuff down, and I always have a fear that CJ could figure anything out or like chew through it, and then that would be bad. So it's even, okay, TMI, the machine that I have uses that product and empties out a cube of expired content. and that expired content goes into a different medicine container. So we have a medicine container for new, and we have a medicine container for done. Both of those are sealed and in our freezer. Like, we don't, and it's not like there's a coffee table with things strewn about. It's a very like methodical, it's the weekend, would you like to partake? It's a very like specific thing, and it's not like it's all over the place all the time. It's like it's set up in a location, cleaned up, and then we go and engage. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, she made it sound like it was like some sketchy teens through through the remnants of their escapade in our yard. And I'm like, we don't have a yard. We don't have a yard. We have a field. We don't have neighbors. Like, we don't have teenagers hanging out around our house. Like, we have chickens. We don't have things. And I said, we have chickens. Could he have eaten anything around them that could make him sick? That's unlikely. Okay, well, if it's unlikely that he ate chicken shit, then it's also unlikely that he ate that. Has Thunder even ever gotten into the freezer? I think not. Yeah, and anytime if there was like a mishap, even in university, where like something got dropped on the floor, it's like an event. Like, not only clean up, wipe up, because I don't want either of the animals, because with cats it can either do nothing or it can make them really sick. And CJ and Thunder are both stupid. So yeah, I know my animals are not bright, so I live accordingly. Still, it was a major bummer to not be trusted by a doctor. It's kind of like that whole thing where you're like, no, I don't need a pregnancy test. Yes, you do. You're a woman. That's how it felt. And I'm like, no, I don't. I'm not pregnant. It felt like that, like, you don't know, silly girl. You don't know what's wrong with this dog. I know. I know because I'm a doctor. And you are a bad dog parent. And I was just like, so feeling a little sorry for myself, but also keeping a very close eye on Thunder today. We've been spending a bunch of time together. Millicent thinks bunny poops are dog treats. Yum! So good. Tasty. And then I wonder, the flea and tick medication that he's going to get from the vet and the heartworm test, well, the heartworm test is just blood, but the flea and tick medication that he's going to get, it has a risk of causing seizures. So I'm like, if he's now, like, I don't know, seizure activity is around him, is it going to flare? Like, can things cause it more easily now? I just worry about my little bean. He doesn't deserve this. No dog deserves it, I know, but, you know. So that's the drama. Sorry that it got a little less happy, but that's sometimes what happens, especially to me. I actually took one of my anti-panic attack pills last night before bed so I could sleep, because I couldn't sleep without staring at Thunder to make sure that he wasn't dead. Because obviously, you know what happens when you dream with no sleeping medications? And you're in the middle of a bad spot in your brain? Nightmares! No, he can't. It upsets his... Yes, I know I have scissors. It upsets... They're gonna give him the pill one, because the cream or there's like one that you can put drips in the back of his neck. That was upsetting for him. Our Jack Russells will eat the guinea pig poops if they chuck them out of the cage. Well, he is giving them to someone. There, my Pride bow headband is ready. The fact that anyone would try and diagnose your dog despite evidence to the contrary is ridiculous. The vet was just trash. Glad you found a better one. Well, I'm glad there was a better one available. When we lived in Ottawa, there weren't that many vets. And when we lived in Toronto, there weren't that many vets that were easily accessible. Tie a knot, the yarn, then tie an... Oh. Yeah. Well, thanks, Brita. It didn't do that, though. There are 2 pills once a month, and one is every 3. There's also 2 pills once a month, or one every 3. Which one is the flea and tick? There's 2 pills that Thunder gets. He gets one that's just like a little pill, and the other one that's like a meaty one. It's like a fake meat. Maybe that's the heartworm pill. One of the pills that he takes, actually, I think I have the packaging still. One sec. I keep it so that I can bring it to the vet. My words, it's not where I usually have it. Maybe it's with all the vet stuff that we took to the vet. Ow. Because every time we go to the vet, we take everything. NexGard and Brevecto. NexGard and Brevecto. NexGard. I think it's NexGard. NexGard. Millicent gets a dog treat looking one for ticks every 3 months. Okay, that one is for ticks. We do that then. I think. The other one is once a month. The other pill, the meaty one is HeartGard. Okay, yes, HeartGard. Thank you. Yes, the meaty one's HeartGard, so he gets the heartworm medication in the chunky meat one. Then I think he does, now I don't know, because I was going to say NexGard, but it's HeartGard for the heart. Brevecto. I feel like I could find it if I just Google it, like Google dog, what is it, dog flea and tick meds. Just to see the packaging, because if I see the packaging, I'll remember. It's been in my fridge for years. In Canada, Frontline. It's not a gel though, it's a pill. His was always a pill. I feel like Advantix looks like the brand that I've seen. No, it's Frontline. I think it's Frontline. I think. No, that's still drops. I don't know. Honestly don't know what it was. Brevecto is the flea and tick every 3 months. Okay, wait. And I do it, let's see, June. Yeah, okay, so the one that we did was every 3 months, and we got 6 of them so that we could be okay for this year, because we knew we weren't going to have a vet yet, because I'm like last minute Laura and it takes me a while to do anything, so I hadn't found us a new vet, and Thunder's appointment was supposed to be in May, and then we were late, but he had the flea and tick meds to tide him over until like November, I think, because it's when we go in May, they give us May, June, July, August, or is it May? Yeah, every 3rd month. May, June, July, August, September, October, November. But only, it's 3 months and then it stops in the winter, right? And then you start back up again in like February, March, April, May, June, July, August, something like that. I don't remember, but he had those. He's up to date on those things. Frontline comes in a pillow, I believe. I have the packaging. I just don't have it here because there's a good reason somewhere. So he needs to get his shots, like his annual shots. He's due for them. He's just a little bit past due, but that's all right. He's not gonna have any issue. The flea and tick was more important because we live in the country, and I knew last year in May that we were moving out to the country. So when that came up, I was like, can we get extra? And she was like, why? So I could sell them on the internet. Really? Why? Anyway, I was like, because we're moving and we're moving to the country and I want to be all set. And then she was like, all right. Like as if she was doing me this humongous favor. And I was like, thanks. Bravecto is an excellent flea product. We give it to our dog and she does very well on it. Well, good. I am glad. I hope that is the way it always stays. Okay, so there's our circle. God, I'm trying to tie this. Hey, Scrappy. Welcome and good afternoon. Just talking about the issues at hand. My sweet, sweet puppy, and how he does not deserve any of what he's getting because he's a good, good boy. Not that any dog deserves anything, you know what I'm saying? Okay, if I try like that, do this. I watched that thing. Here in Massachusetts, we do stuff year-round because the ticks are bad all year. Yikes, that sucks. We don't have to do it year-round here. We have like a summer thing. I mean, I guess it's good that you do it year-round because then you don't have to worry about your animals. Oh, I wonder then, in California, are ticks there too? You'd have to do it all year-round too. Well, that means it's expensive to have a dog. It's more expensive to have a dog in a warmer climate. Who knew? All of the people who had dogs in a warmer climate knew. Half the flea meds no longer work in that area. That's really scary. I feel like probably all of the flea medications work here still, because all the fleas and ticks die in the winter. Or at least they get very quiet. Knock on wood, I have not yet had to, very knock on wood, I have not yet had to pull a tick off of Thunder, which is great. That's crazy that they wouldn't work, just like the way that antibiotics stopped working for people, because we just used a lot of antibiotics, unfortunately. I mean, fortunately, because it saved people, but now the overusage has become an issue. There. There. Hold the phone. Maybe it's the right size now. Okay, I need to tuck you in because I'm not going to be able to do it after. Ticks are big here, but I treat my lawn with some natural stuff. Oh, that's cool. You can treat for it. I'm going to make a pride headband too. Cool, I'm glad. Bravecto is great, even safe for pregnant dogs. Cool. Same here, Lori. Half the meds got that, yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out my life over here. Ew, Millicent gets them all the time, but she roams around the forest. That's fair. But the medicine kills them, so they die right away, so I just remove the tiny dead ones. Ew. Sorry you have to do that, because that sounds disgusting. Where are we going to put the hair? I guess we're going to put it all back, because we're already at this point now. Perhaps I tied it a little tight, but I can't tie a bow on the go. So our options are a very tight bow or a very ugly bow. So tight and cute little bow. There. I'll just wear this out from now until probably the end of summer. We're good. I made a pride thing. I'm proud. LGBTQ plus gang. I mostly make Ola do it. I don't mind pulling things off of other people and other animals, but when a tick is on me, I turn into a puddle of afraid. I can't even look, and I can't touch it, and it's just the idea of having one on me. Like, if I ever get one on me again, I only want it to be on my back. I never want to see it. I want someone to go, "You have a tick on you, let me get it off." Get it off. Facelift. Hello. Looks great. Yeah, that's what all the Hollywood moms are doing, right? Just tie it really tight. Ooh, look at that. Barely even able to make a whole bunch of lines on my face. Oh, that's awesome. You spray some stuff on them. That's really good. I handle all that stuff. Good mama. And my girls are on Sentinel. I don't have my phone. I don't remember where I put it last either. I've had to pull hundreds of ticks off rescue dogs. It's rough. I've pulled lots of ticks off of my parents' dogs, even though they have whatever treatment. My parents are very like, twice a year, take the dogs in. One of those is a wellness check. The other one is shots, updates. Sometimes it includes a nail cut and then a haircut if the vet neighbor groomer is open. But they still get ticks. It's the grossest. If you have dogs with floppy ears, the worst thing ever is to open their ears and find a fully engorged tick. Or for Cleo, she had one on her lip that we thought was like a growth because it was the same color as her lip, and then it got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we were like, we should probably take her to the vet. That growth is huge. And then I went to do an inspection, and it had legs. Very yucky. I do not like ticks. They're probably the grossest. Honestly, these chickens are probably getting at least a couple of ticks, you know? I just posted the brand that I use, Scrappy says. Flea and tick. Oh, it's like a bug repellent for them. That's awesome. I use the lawn one for the yard. Sorry, I kept reading yarn and thinking it was my brain misfiring and just seeing yarn where it wasn't. Now I see you're the one who made the mistake. / your phone autocorrected yard to yarn. It's like, you didn't mean yard, did you? Anyway, I use the one for the yard, and then they make some for inside and a direct spray. Awesome. Awesome. William R. Fisher Sr. Hello, William R. Fisher Sr. Frame what? Maybe he started watching the stream later. Are you talking about the pictures? I agree. But he's not hearing me now, so it won't translate. I typoed. I know. I'm glad you typoed yarn, because is yarn ever really a typo? A marshmallow. Oh. Now it's stuck to me forever. I love marshmallows. You didn't get to see Scrappy because you showed up a little after. Rachel sent me a whole bunch of vintage cross stitch books. Like this one is from 1983, and it's the alphabet in cross stitch children doing things. It's very cute. And she sent me some beautiful cross stitch fabric and an incomplete cross stitch project to motivate me to get it finished. Isn't that cool? Jenna Marbles is trending on Twitter. Hopefully nobody ruined her. Jenna Marbles is pure. Jenna Marbles is unproblematic. Why is she trending on Twitter? I don't even have my phone. Where's my phone? You guys. Ah, it's just under a whole bunch of stuff. Why don't we find out together? That's my annoying voice. Why be around the bush? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. I have this song in my head and I don't know what it's called, but it goes da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Why won't you say so? That one. What? She's leaving YouTube?
Be done with this channel for now or for forever. Put anything out in the world, it's gonna hurt anybody. So
What? She's quitting YouTube because anything she puts out in the world is gonna hurt somebody. She's the best. I like Jenna Marbles. Oh, and she's like crying. No. What do I do? That's so sad. Oh. Oh, she's going through it. That sucks. I feel sad for her. She's burnt out, I bet. It's really sad. She's the best ever and she deserves nothing but love. Right? She just does what she's been doing. She stayed in her lane. She didn't start doing like, I don't know, like everybody on the internet kind of like tries to keep expanding their network, and she didn't do that. She just kept living her own life being a YouTuber, and that's fun and that's really cool that she was able to succeed without having to do like a bunch of collabs and like a bunch of sponsorships. Like on her videos she doesn't have sponsorships. On the podcast they get sponsors, but like on her videos she's just like making videos the same way as she did before. Anyway, sorry to bring you down, guys. Jenna Marbles has left the platform. I like her dogs. Me too. I don't understand. I used to be like, how can her dogs be so well loved with a rich mom and end up so just gnarly looking? They have no teeth. Marbles looks blind. Their weird body shape is weird. And it goes to show, even well-loved, well-cared for dogs can be just awful looking. No offense, Jenna, but what is Kermit? What is Marbles? Thank you for letting me know that she's trending. So, Alex?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought there's somebody talking outside. I think our neighbors might be here. It's not a big deal. I'm just letting you know if they knock. I would imagine after years of you doing YouTube, I would be over it. Yeah, years of trying to avoid letting people say awful things to you and have it hurt. She's cashed out, right? Like, she's fine. She can retire now. Or she can invest in a startup and become a million billionaire. No doubt she and Julian are just fine. Obviously, I don't think she's going to be permanently away from YouTube, because I think that after she takes, let's say, 3-6 months off, she'll want to make videos again, because that's what she's been doing for 10 years. I don't think she'll just shut it off and be like, oh, I hate video making now. Maybe she'll do something a little different, but I think it's good. Take a year off. See how you feel after the year. Everybody loves Jenna Marbles. Her style is hilarious. You'll only be over it when you start levitating. Huh. Hi, Freaky. You came right as I'm getting ready to go. I'm trying to wrap up. I want to go see if my neighbors are outside, because I want to call them over and be like, are you gonna pick up your chickens? Because I definitely still have like 2 of your chickens. I mean, it's fine, but I definitely haven't heard them building the chicken coop. Like when they were building a deck last year, we knew it. But they're building a chicken coop and crickets. So I wonder if they're changing their mind about the chickens. I don't care if they do. I'm just going to keep their chickens. But I mean, like, let me know. I see you playing outside. Come over and see your chickens. So I just thought she was trending. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go because I can hear them outside, and I'm going to flag them down and be like, you want to buy a chicken, basically. And I'll probably show off all my eggs because they make me very proud. I didn't make them, but when I have them in front of me, I'm like, look at all these eggs I made. I was looking up egg-heavy recipes. So many things. Enjoy your evening. Thank you. And you too, enjoy your evening. I love you guys. I'll see you in the morning, 8 a.m. Eastern. And that's it. Wash your hands, drink water. Wow, this headband actually is kind of cute. I'm kind of for it. I'm feeling myself. So maybe I will just write down what I did, and I'll let you know what I did if that's something that you might like to do. Okay, thank you to my June patrons. Oh no, don't move the screen, Laura. Crystal, Susan, Lori, Teresa, Abigail, Barbara, and Anna. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. And our new July patron, Dave on a Rave. Thank you. For the rest of you, if you'd like to be a patron, I would love to have you. Links are in the description. As well, links are in the description to the Discord. Links are in the description to the... What other links are in there? Lots of links. Check out all the links. Link. All right. Talk to you later. Love you. Bye.